I'm getting so tired. I'm getting so.
Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and welcome to the show, y'all. Now look, let's get back to it right now. Jarvis is a little pissed that, you know what I'm saying, his mama talked to him the way she did, right? He's starting to feel himself, you know what I'm saying? He's still in his early 20s, but he the man of the house now, him and Pooky. They making moves, they getting money, right? See, that's the type of things that happen to you when you get in the streets. You start to think that the things that you do make you relevant to the game and make you somebody. No. You ain't nothing but an old common drug dealer. You feel what I'm saying? But Jarvis and Pooky, particularly Jarvis in this situation, see himself as more than that. And he get to talking crazy. But his girl, she tell him, you know, the girl he's with now, she tell him, look, just send your mama money anyway. You should be doing that anyway. It shouldn't be about because she put you in. It shouldn't be about that at all. You take care of your mama while she's locked up. And a matter of fact, why don't y'all take care of your daddy too? She's on them. She's a good girl. You know what I'm saying? She just happen to like street dudes. You understand? But she's giving them the business. Tell them, take care of your people when they locked up. They don't want to hear that because they selfish and they greedy. And what makes a person in the streets selfish and greedy? People in the streets become selfish and greedy because they feel like somebody owes them something. And when the opportunity comes that they got something, they don't want to share it. And see, let me tell you something. See, the streets are unkind to you. They're unfair, right? And see, before they got this plug, like I said, they were just two gang members drifting in the wind, waiting on any kind of scheme to go down for somebody to pick them up, somebody that says that they're their brother to come through and pick them up, to put them out there so they can be a lookout, or they can run in there, or they can hold a gun and all this and that. Just send out stuff. And they felt like they were not appreciated. They felt like they were being disrespected. But they can't take it out on their gang member brothers, the ones in the streets, because they'll put one in their head. So who do they take it out on? They take it out on the people that raised them, the people that love them, their mom and their daddy. They don't appreciate them. They don't appreciate the fact that they brought them in the world. They disrespectful of them because their daddy locked up and their mama's a pillhead, so they ain't nobody. But they ain't really mad at them. They really mad at the people in the streets that disrespected them. But I'm going to take it out on the ones that I love. And I'm going to disrespect them because I'm a coward. I'm a coward. I don't know how to take it out on the people that hurt me. You feel me? The choices you make, y'all, that's what it comes down to. But let me tell you something. Check this out. Check this out. Look. So out of all this time, they get mad. And see, when you get upset like that, so you start to find different things to calm you down. You know, some people like to drink. Some people like to smoke, sex, you know, gambling, pop pills, whatever. Oh, wait a minute, hold it. What did I say? Pop pills? So Jarvis, he's with his girl. And he decides, you know, he's in the restroom and getting himself ready. You know, him and his girlfriend to spend some time and all this and that. And he decides to pop one of them perks to bring himself down, to calm down. But let me tell you something about them perks, y'all. Listen to me. Whew, man, highly addictive. Highly addictive. But see, a lot of people talk about the side effects of it. What it'll do to you. How do you end up addicted on it? Right? I'm finna tell you. See, when you get addicted to something, it's because it makes you feel like Superman. Beat on your chest. You know what I'm saying? And in this particular situation, he with his gal, right? I'm talking about they in the room, they going at it. They going at it like two wild animals. Sweat is everywhere. The sounds of sex making and love making is everywhere. And she's looking at him while she's holding on to him and he taking care of the business. She's loving every second, every minute of it. Because he's going way beyond his time. She already know how long it take him. You feel me? She usually trying to get him to slow it down, but he's gone past that and some more. And she's already hit her peak 2 or 3 times. She's wondering, what is the difference maker here? Ooh, she asking, what are you doing? What's going on? He glossed over. She looked at his eyes. She said, "You want something?" He smiles at her and he keep rolling. I'm talking about rolling. And he's like, "Yeah." He said, "I popped me one of these pills. I ain't never felt like this in my life." She rolling with him. She's like, if it make you feel like that, give me one." So he stops for a quick minute, grabs one, she pop it, and listen to me. It's almost like the 4th of July up in there. And now both of them are going at it harder, faster than they ever have. Next thing you know, that's all they think about. Every time they want to be together, they want to grab one of them. But wait a minute. It don't take that long. It don't take that long before you start to realize, or believe, rather, let me say believe, that I got to have this to do this. This what make it good. This what make it last longer. This what got me just running like a river. You feel me? This what got me standing up like I'm Superman. You hear me? And there it is. They don't believe that they can do without it now. This good girl, she's running around looking for it. She ain't got to look far, he got it. He ain't got to look far, he got it. Don't nobody know but them though. It's their little secret. But they still getting money. Pooky, he don't mess around. Him and the gal that stay there, they develop something, and they getting serious about it, right? Pooky, he's a little bit smarter. He stacking his money. He trying to build something for the future for him and gal. They got a house. They playing house. You feel me? Don't nobody, they ain't paying no bills. None of that. And it's easy to play house when you ain't paying no bills. They making sure the food is there, she cooking, she taking care of granny, all this and that. And all of that's important. But it's a lot more to it. But he starts to see his brother drifting. And he don't want to mess up nothing, right? So he makes sure that his mama and daddy getting a little something every month. His daddy reaches out and calls and talks to him and tells him, "Look, is everything straight there? I can take care of myself. Y'all need to make sure that mama is straight and granny is straight." They tell him, "Nah, we got you. We got you." But Pooky, he confides in his dad and tells his dad, he said, "Look, Java's been tripping, man. I think he on this stuff. Him and his gal." So his daddy give him some real street game and tell him, "Look, you look out for your brother, but you can't worry about your brother. You worry about you. And if you think he on it, have a talk with him and see how he respond. If he get all defensive and all this and that, they let you know he on it. You're going to have a choice to make. Because y'all in the business together, you can't take it from him unless you're willing to go there. And if you ain't willing to go there, then it is what it is." So he had to talk with Jarvis, and Jarvis told him, yeah, he pop every now and then. But it's only when, he's spending time with his gal. But he don't realize that, when you open up Pandora's box, you don't get to decide how far it goes and who it affects and what you do. It does what it wants to do. It does what it wants to do. And his addiction is starting to show. It's starting to show. The people in the streets are starting to see it. And when they see weakness, it's water in the blood, the sharks is out. So they start to offer him something else. Because like if you like this and it does that, boy, if you try this, oh my God. 100 on 10, y'all. 100 on 10. So his curiosity is piqued. He's thinking, wait a minute. If I can do this on this, and dude telling me this will make me do this, so let me try it. Don't mean it's any truth to it at all. You listen to somebody in the streets that's selling you something. Ain't now one of them dudes in the street been to no medical school or nothing like that. They don't know what this stuff do. They just know what they hear. They just know what they see. And it may be true. But they're not telling you how it's going to take you down through that, because what they're trying to do is turn you into an asset for them. You understand what I'm saying? How do you do that? What do I mean by that? When you become an asset for somebody else, that means that you're giving to them what you got. Now you're an asset. When you pay your phone bill, you're an asset to AT&T. You understand what I'm saying? They getting money from you. When you in the streets and you paying the dope man for what you need, you're an asset to them. Think about that. Think about that. So now, Jarvis done stepped his game up. Oh yeah. They got him barking like a dog, y'all. They got him barking like a dog. And he thinks it's cool because it's just a little bit. Just a little bit. But see, what he finds out is that what he's doing and what he's selling is closely related. Closely related. So he tries to take a little bit more of what he's got. You know, because they getting perks and oxys. He's trying to take a little bit more of what he's got versus what dude in the street done hit him with. The dude trying to get him. Trying to get all the way in his pocket. You feel me? And he finds that now he's chasing the high versus enjoying the high. Don't get it twisted. Don't hear what I'm not saying. It's nothing to enjoy. It's a trick. It's an illusion. Okay? But in his mind, it's one of the two. Chasing or enjoying. He's trying to enjoy it, but he's really chasing. It's a trick though. Don't hear what I'm not saying. Check this out. Look. Now all of a sudden, his half of the product keep coming up short. Pooky keep having to take care of his mama and daddy and granny and buy the stuff in the house. So Pooky, he all of a sudden becomes the alpha male. He's standing up straighter. He's starting to tell Jarvis what it is, what it ain't gonna be. He's starting to tell Jarvis, his girl, what it is and what it ain't gonna be. And Jarvis ain't got nothing to say because he's too focused on the pills that he's supposed to be getting that he ain't really selling no more. He's still showing up with a little change here and there. But for the most part, he trading that for that other stuff. Dude is in his pocket. Dude is in his pocket. And Pooky left to have to do all of this by himself. You feel me? So he said, I'm not giving you nothing. He said, I'm going to give you what you're trying to use. You want to use, I'm going to give you that, and that's it. I'm going to feed you. Just like I feed the people in the streets. I'm going to feed you. You feel me? Yeah, it's just like when you feed your dog. You go put some dog food in the thing, and then you set it on the floor in front of him. He runs right to it. Well, that's what Pooky's doing to Jarvis now. And his gal. Yeah, and his gal. And he's upset by it because he always looked up to Jarvis as somebody that he could depend on. They came up in the streets together. They're still young, though. A couple of years go by. Jarvis's addiction gets worse. Gets worse. The girl, she's gone. Her parents got tired of it. They took her and put her into rehab. They got to figure out a way to help her to get back because she was a good girl. Now Jarvis is spinning in the wind. Spinning in the wind. Ain't got nobody to be with. Bumps all on his face. He running around, you know what I'm saying, not coming home, sleeping behind people's houses in alleys, looking for people to rob, doing all of these types of things. And once upon a time, he was that guy. He was the guy. Sitting on the top of the mound. Now he's not that dude no more. Now he's not that dude no more. Guess what happens when you fall, right? When you fall, you get back up, try to take off running. Police got right there with their legs stuck out to trip you. Make you fall again. When he fell on his face this time, they was right there to pick him up. When they picked him up, they put handcuffs on him. They said, what's this in your pocket? He had a pack of that dog food in his pocket. Put him on in the police car, take him down, arrest him for possession. He ain't never been in no trouble like that, but it is what it is. He's sitting down now. They come to see him. They appoint him an attorney. He goes to court. The judge tells him, look here, we're going to send you to rehab. You successfully complete rehab, you're going to get back out and go on with your life. If you can successfully complete your probation period, we're going to take this off your record. Man. He go back hooping and hollering, talking about it's a blessing. Wait a minute. God ain't got nothing to do with that. It's a blessing, huh? Yeah. Yeah, sure it is. He go through the motions. He go to the class. He successfully completes it. They let him out. He clean. He go to his brother Pooky. Because Pooky been taking care of him while he was down. Pooky been taking care of everybody. But when he go back to Pooky, he tell Pooky, I'm ready to get back in it. Pooky said, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you. He said, man, let me show you. Pooky tells him, this is what I need you to do. Go get a job. because you got to have a job while you're on probation. Go get a job, work the job for a while, let me see how you act, and then we'll see. Pooky done took over everything. Who can blame him? Who can blame him? He left all alone, him and Gab. You feel me? And they really serious about each other, you know what I'm saying? Everything's been working out good with them. So Jarvis, he's working, doing his thing. Got him a nice construction job, making plenty of money, coming home, saving his money, constantly talking to Pooky about getting back in the game. But Pooky, he's looking at him, he's seeing all this money that Jarvis is saving, and he's thinking, man, that's the way. Jarvis don't see it though. He don't see it. So he tells Jarvis, he said, look, why don't you invest some of that money? Jarvis thinking invested in the dope game. No, Pooky tell him to invest it in the stock market. Jarvis don't want to hear that. See, because that's what Pooky been doing. He been investing his money in the stock market, trying to pull away from this stuff. He don't want to continue to do this forever. He knows at some point this gravy train has got to come to a halt. That ain't what Jarvis is trying to hear. He ain't trying to hear that. So, but Pooky sees that he's serious about staying clean, so he goes back to the original arrangement. It's 50-50. Split the pills down the middle. Jarvis is back at it again, getting his money. Everybody look at him like, yeah, you back. That's what's up. This, and that. But I'm going to tell you something. Once an addict, you have to always be on guard for the slip up. Because it happens. It happens. And Jarvis moved too fast. This time, when they found him, he was passed out. He was passed out in one of those houses, abandoned houses, done OD'd. They hit him with the Narcan. They get him to the doctor just in time. Save his life. He's in the hospital 2 or 3 days. But look here, they didn't find any drugs on him, so they can't take him to jail. After he's cleared by the doctor, they release him. He goes home. Pooky's afraid, scared, nervous, and all of that. So he tells him, man, it's over with. You keep working. We're going to still split this, but you can't touch this no more. He don't want to see his brother die. He don't want to see his brother die. So, but his brother upset. He got a taste, and this time, for whatever reason, it tasted better. He been clean. He got a taste of it, and listen to me. Tasted so good to him, now he craving it. He believes he needs it, and he chasing it. If he can't get it from his brother, he can get it from his old plug, because he got plenty of money he been saving up, and he been working still. You know, since he got out of the hospital, he doing good. He goes to work, he gets high. He goes to work, he gets high. He's a functioning addict, y'all. He's a functioning addict. But see, Pooky been on the rise. He's been on the rise. Not only has him and the doctor, the pharmacist, been making these moves, they've been growing. They've been growing. They got a major pipeline going. And guess who's watching? DEA. They've been watching from a distance. They've been seeing what's really going down. They've been watching the whole thing. But they can't figure out all of it. See, there's some pieces of the puzzle that's missing. Some pieces of the puzzle missing. Pieces of the puzzle missing. And they got to find somebody to fill in the gap. How do you find somebody to fill in the gap? You find some connection to the individual that you're investigating, and you figure out where's the weak link in the chain. They surveil her. They see Granny, they see the girl, they see Pooky, they see Jarvis. Which one of them is the weak link? Which one of them is the weak link? Well, Jarvis is the weak link. So they bump down on him at work. They keep in mind, he's still on paper. Still on paper. They catch him at work, at the construction site. They ask to speak to him. They want to talk with him. And see, these people are trained. They're trained. They can spot somebody with an addiction a mile away. And they ask him, can you pass a piss test? Because if he fails a piss test, everything starts over, and it's a possibility that he can get sent to prison for the full term of his sentence. You feel me? And if you want to know how that turned out, you're going to have to tune in to the next episode, because he is sweating bullets, not knowing what's about to happen. He don't know what they're going to do to him. And if you want to know, you're going to have to tune into the next episode, right? This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.